Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. On the previous episode, we came to the Lowlands at last, we helped Candide retake Weathertop, and now we're ready to continue our search for Radagast. So we are gonna go to the Forsaken Inn and start aiding the Eglain located there. We're gonna take Candide's horse and ride over there. I think this one is a swift travel option, yeah. But I think we'll need to discover the stable master, not sure. It seems not, but just in case. Now we are here at the Forsaken Inn. We're gonna map our milestone skill here. And let's see what tasks can we complete. So we have wet skins. No. Blackened skin. And blackened fur. That's it. Maybe here. Blackened skin. Let's take this one. So, accept this one. We have blackened sword sheets. But oh yeah, we have another one. Coarse fur, coarse skin, cracked beaks, and dusky wings, and jagged beaks. No, not enough. A large fill, large wings. No, I don't see it. And top car passes, no. So it seems we'll need to do a couple of back and forth to complete the tasks.
Would you do something for me?
Okay, so here's the boars laying quest for the area, or at least one of them. Greetings, young man. I am the constable here at the Forsaken Inn. My body is too old for adventure, but my mind is young enough to know there's work to be done around here. Up north, beyond Weathertop, there are wolves and orcs in the Midgewater Pass, and boars scattered throughout Anunlos, all causing no end of trouble. I've a bit of a proposition for you. Clear up the threats. If you bring me proof of your noble deeds, I will see that you get a fair reward. Are you interested? I guess we are. Plenty of quests in here, but let us take care just of the tasks.
What can I do for you?
Some come to these lands because they are shunned, others to simply pass through. Some folk, like me, are here at the behest of others with nothing more than profit on the mind. Which ilk are you? I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna turn in the blackened sword sheets and the blackened skin.
It's a sorry day.
And before accepting any of these quests, let us...
What can I do for you?
Yeah, let's complete the tasks. But I think the only items that I have are these blackened sword sheets, so a little bit of a back and forth.
It's a sorry day.
I love that song.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Missing one to get to today's limit. Continue our path through the Lowlands. Very well.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
We're missing just one, okay. Candide is a good man who has taken a chance by giving us his word that you can be trusted. for his sake and our continued friendship with him, I hope that you are worth the risk. We are simple people who wish to remain apart from society, but there are efforts that all must undertake to survive, and we will ask you for assistance to prove that you are worthy. Okay. So, I think not a lot of people like the Lowlands. I don't know why. I really like the area, especially the western part of the Lowlands, the Forsaken Inn, and Minas Eriol, and that little, all those encampments, all the way to Oscurid. And I think it's on Oscurid when the Lowlands suffers a little bit, but all the things leading there, I really enjoy it.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
There are too many travelers, and even through this remote land, and the nearest water sits foul and stagnant. With the well, of course, but water is rationed among all the guests, and does not go as far as it might. Blankets need making and mending, and there are no better hides to be found than those of the wolves. The hide of a warg is too coarse, but a wolf's fur can be made soft with a comb. If you have the time and a good heart, I would ask for your assistance. You'll not see me stomping through the brush to get to the wolves, as deadly as they are. There are a few places you may want to look for wolves with proper hides. Wolves creep among the ruins of Minas Eriol to the south, though that place is also crawling with wargs and goblins. Wolves hunt too among the weather hills to the east and north. Finally, you could travel even further north, but the Midgewater Pass is dangerous and full of even worse things than wolves. When you have the wolf hides, return to me and I'll see that you are rewarded.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Old Muckwort does the cooking around here, though he has been in the wild for weeks, but I have some recipes of my own that tickle the fancy of some of the guests. So much so that they have bought out all of my latest fare. The recent commotion ran off our modest herd of swine, and I need more pork. I need boar feet and leg bones. Though I'll not share with you all of my recipe, I will tell you that the marrow from the bones gives the soaked feet a richer taste. Once you pull the fur away and cure the feet in salt, you've a tasty treat. You should find boars in the surrounding area and northeast among the weather hills. Be careful though, not every food is good for eating. And lastly,
It's a sorry day.
I have already accepted this. Fluff in the pillows.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Ever since gathering commands showed up, I've had no rest. Normally we see no guests for months on end, but the glut of guests here has me stretched to my limit. Anlap is under great strain and takes his worries out of me, driving harder to see that the chambers are cared for, the workers watched, and the guests fed. Well, I'm just not able to do it all. One thing that still needs to be done is the replacing of the pillows. All the stuffing's gone missing with the use they are getting, and I need to get the fluff back into them. We don't have the luxury of dogs, but the crevine circling about in the north might do in a pinch. There are plenty of the troublesome thorn, talon, and sharp-eyed crevine lurking about. Bring me some of their feathers, and I'll pay you for your trouble. The birds circle up and over the vale surrounding Weathertop and the summit of the Great Hill. Lots of quests, as you see here.
It's a sorry day.
Okay, I'm not gonna complete this yet. I'm gonna wait until it turns orange at least.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I am Gadaric Mans, a member of the Eglain. I trade artifacts found in the lowlands to collectors in Bray in return for food and other necessities. Until recently, our trade has been brisk, but darkness has come to these lands and our people, the Eglain, face starvation and deal with murder. Goblins have crept into the lowlands and have made trade difficult. They attacked us, murdering many of our number and seized many of our trade goods. Ruins of ancient Arnor overlook a large valley to the southeast of the Forsaken Inn. Minas Eriol, that place is called, and it was long dear to my people. Would you go there and retrieve our trade bundles from the crates that remain and return to me? The crates are all that remain of our last collection.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
My charge is clear. Revisit a measured vengeance upon the goblins. Still, I feel this is not enough. The goblins are responsible for the deaths of many. I want to revisit upon them what they brought upon us. I will pay you in trade and recognition among my people if you are willing to assist me in this endeavor. Any goblin from northeast of this encampment to the depths of Minas Eriol will suffice, as many will carry the proof that I desire. Scabbards. Leather scabbards used to house their murderous daggers. Take out the goblins in those places and claim their scabbards. Return them to me, and I will see that you receive a fitting reward.
I don't know if you can help me.
My people suffered such horrors as wargs tore through the ruins before the lashes of their masters. Ferocious and unyielding, the beasts have devoured many members of my tribe, even as they lay dying. The beasts must be punished, and my people must find their strength again. The wargs dwell now among the ruins of Minas Eriol, the home they stole from my people. We must humiliate the enemy, take their tails, and show them they are weak. Hunt down the wargs, collect their tails, and bring them to me so I can see smiles once more upon the faces of those few that remain of my people.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Our people suffered an attack that cost many lives, and who knows how many more will be dead of starvation before the year is spent. The goblins must pay for this foul treachery. You carry yourself as one familiar with battle. Would you go to the ruins of Minas Eriol southeast of the Zine and destroy the goblins you find there? The Eglain deserved vengeance.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
I make my living trading with the patrons of the Forsaken Inn, or rather I used to until the goblins arrived. Their presence strikes fear into my suppliers and has made trading possible. Sadly, that doesn't remove my obligation to Oli Redbrush, my employer in Beriathan. A bale beneath the ruins of Minas Eriol southeast of the Forsaken Inn contains the coins and heirlooms I need and more. Wolves inhabit the valley, and Oli may forgive me the delay if I include some pristine wolf teeth with the shipment. If you assist me in collecting these curiosities, I will ensure that you are paid for the favor. Make your way to the valley beneath Minas Eriol and obtain coins, heirlooms, and wolf teeth for me.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
I'm not just a server and maid here at the Forsaken Inn, I'm also a fair hand with needle and thread. At the moment, Anlaf has me making a special treat for the goblins of Anonlos. I've been trying to finish this terrible little scarecrow for weeks, but there are none here willing to risk their lives against the goblins to bring me what I need to complete it. I have all the pieces I need except cloth from enough goblin tabards to complete the scarecrow. If you are willing, go to the ruins of Minas Eriol to the southeast or to the plains of Anonlos and bring me some tabards from the goblins there so I can finish this dreadful thing.
What do you need?
You bring a letter from Mrs. Sandheaver? Of course you do. If only she understood what is happening here. Allow me to explain. I make coin trading with the Mans brothers. You will see them about the inn. They find relics among the ruins in the lowlands and trade them to myself and others who visit this place for foodstuffs and supplies. For years our trade went uninterrupted, but recent events have caused the trade to cease altogether and there is nothing to sell to the collectors in Beriathan. The Manses cannot reach their ruins any longer. Their livelihood is threatened as is ours. All Mrs. Sandheaver sees is that she will not have new Arnorian collectibles with which to impress her friends, while the Manses and their people may lose their lives.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I will tell you of my troubles, traveler, and see if you can lend me some assistance. The Manses supply me with pottery and other trinkets found throughout the ruins in the lowlands. They count themselves folk of these lands, this Eglain, and they depend on such trade for their livelihood. Goblins have overrun the ruins where they are accustomed to gathering the pieces. They cannot collect the pottery shards I require, and I find my deliveries impossible to fulfill. If I cannot send my delivery of pottery to Mrs. Sandheaver in the town of Bri, I will not be paid. There is a valley beneath the ruins of Minas Eriol southeast of the Forsaken Inn, where wolves have been known to prowl. There may be some shattered bits of pottery here and perhaps some whole pieces as well. If you can bring me some, I will see you paid for your efforts. Do be careful, the lowlands never cease to be dangerous, especially in these troubled times.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
More strangers passing through? No? Well, then, if you aim on staying, you might want to find a nice parcel of the floor to take up. The inn is dangerously close to full for some reason. I am not complaining, coin is coin, even if there is little to spend it on in these parts.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Okay, so this quest is for the Inn of the Forsaken Instance. I'm not doing that one, but this one I am.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Good day, Warden. What do you need? Did I summon you? Anyways, it doesn't matter. My supplies have not come back from Brie. I sent a cart out a week ago, or earlier. I'm not sure anymore, but I did send a cart, I know that. Now, where is it? Tell me that. The cart was traveling west towards Brie, and it should have come back by now. I want to know what happened to the supplies I sent and to the cart's driver. I hope it wasn't the goblins. There are so many of them here now. Will you help? Will you travel west towards Brie? Search both north and south and bring me any news you discover. So what you see here is the reason why I like this first half of the Lowlands so much. You get a lot of quests, you can advance them all simultaneously, and by the time you go back to the Forsaken Inn with all these quests completed, you will certainly level up. And this makes the quest flow so much better in my opinion. And as you see, like half of these quests are located in Minas Eriol, so you don't need to go around doing a lot of stuff either. So I do really like this area of the Lowlands. And I'm checking in here, we're just missing one more blackened sword sheet to finish our last task for the day as well. So any way you look at it, it's a win-win. But yeah, I think this was the right time to get rid of the Son of the Tortoise. And we are already quite under level for this area. But once again, as I was saying on the previous episode, this is part of an extra challenge. Not too challenging either, but it's still a good idea, I think. The driver has been slain, apparently by goblins. What leads you to believe that? And here is the card. The card has been looted and destroyed. I don't know, should I kill this 9 knicker breakers I'm missing for the deed? I rather move along. And we got a quest item, a polished pendant. The pendant sparkles in the sand. This is not goblin made item. The craft is too symmetrical and clean. Someone has recently lost this item. Perhaps Candide or someone in the Forsaken Inn knows something of this object. And this is another one. This quest item, I do like a lot this area of the Lowlands. Maybe I have a soft spot for it. Because when free-to-play was initially launched, the only free areas in the game were Eglain, the Shire, and Beriathan. And I remember I finished Beriathan, I came to the Lowlands, I couldn't do any of the quests, so I just moved on with the Epic, and I was like level 22 doing quests intended for a level 28 on a captain, which didn't have too much of DPS, so they were wrecking me. The backlurkers in Ostgurd. And yeah, I was getting desperate. I didn't know what to do. But they released an offer. They put the Lowlands on sale, and it was a ridiculous sale. It was like 85 or 90% off. Basically, I got the quest back for 80 turbine points back in the day. And I was able to go back to the Forsaken Inn, I'll do all the quests, and I enjoyed the area. And basically I did all the quests in the Lowlands because I knew that after I had finished with the Lowlands I will be in the same predicament. So I made the most out of it. Maybe that's why I like the Lowlands so much. A lot of good memories.
Oh, woe be me.
What? Goblins attacked my cart? This is not good at all. How am I supposed to feed my patrons? This is simply not good at all. Let me think on this.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Pay no mind to the name of the inn. Not all who pass here never return. Only ones that stray too far off the road and find themselves in the clutches of the goblins. Bloody-handed creatures deserving of a good beating, those goblins. You're an able-bodied sword. Why don't you go show these brutes they're not wanted here? The lands around the inn are just crawling with them. People scare easily, you see. With the goblins creeping all about the ruins and so close to the inn, I'm destined to use the wood falling from the roof to bar the doors, unless someone gives me a hand. You'll find goblins on the fields of Anunlas, and a good number of them have established a foothold in the old ruins of Minas Eriol to the southeast.
I don't know if you can help me.
I hate the goblins, I do. Skulking thieves, with a lot of them, sneaking about in the night so they can pick the best herbs and mushrooms. They'll soon pick the lowlands dry if they go unhindered. Not that there was much out here to begin with. I made a special draught for them though. It'll make them sluggish and unruly, maybe unruly enough to fight amongst themselves. And if not, well, it'll have other effects that just might make them change their minds about staying here. Take these draughts and pour them into the barrels located in the goblins' camps to the northeast of the inn at Weatherfoot, at the base of Weathertop. Return to me when the deed is done.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
Since you are headed northeast into the goblin-infested hills and vales, I think I ought to ask you one more favor and issue you one more warning. There are wargs among the goblins, and a good many of them. Old Muckward, a dear friend of mine and the cook here at the Forsaken Inn, hates them fiercely. I hate the goblins though, and seeing that I do, I want you to be mindful of the Packmaster, Luz. If you see him, still your nerve and grab your steel. It will be a difficult battle, but you should defeat him. When you do, return to me with news of the fight. I just need to find... Is there someone I can talk about this pendant? I think there is. Like this? No.
What can I do for you?
So yeah, I know the owner of the pendant is where we are headed now to kill the goblins. I just wasn't sure if I needed to talk to someone in the Forsaken Inn to advance the quest, but it seems that's not necessary. So we're gonna go to the goblin camp and do all the quests in that area, and we're also gonna take care of the boars, wolves and crevine, and I think that should be more than enough to get us occupied for the remainder of the episode. Now these guys are taking quite a while to go down. So I'm not going out of the way to kill goblins. There will be plenty of goblins where we are headed. I'm just gonna focus on looking for boars, wolves, and crevine in the way there, because goblins will pretty much take care of themselves. We will also need to collect orc shields. I had forgotten about that. So yeah, this is like the only downside I see to all the different quests that we just got at the Forsaken Inn, that you might forget some of the objectives and miss them and then have to go back for orcs or wargs or whatever. But I think if you keep a close eye on your quest log, you shouldn't have any issues and have a lot of fun instead. Goblins running around. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, the War Master should be here or around the area. Could be over here. I don't remember exactly where, but I know he is over here. Somewhere. Floating names back on. Try to locate this guy a little bit easier. Loose. There he is. I knew it. Perfect, so Luz is down. Now we'll need 2 white hand guards, bird throwers and hand thrasher. Okay, so here's the guy, Penguile, for the Polished Pendant quest. But before talking to him, which will start another escort quest, I'm gonna take care of some of these barrels. I think there are a couple over here. Supply crate. Yeah. And there's the thrasher we also need for the other quest. Okay, perfect. Now, what do we have here? Let's take just the silver. Now we're missing just one more barrel over here. So let's just dispatch the guys. Okay, so we're missing 3 more spear throwers, and 4 more warg tails. Okay, here's another spear thrower. And afterwards, I think we can go to Eglain and continue advance the quest of the polished pendant.
What do you need?
Those goblins took that from me even after we had agreed on payment. I have learned my lesson dealing with these creatures. Can you help me?
Will you help me?
Oi, lend a man a hand, won't you? These cursed goblins captured me after I met Honester for to trade. Oh, I know it's wrong, but a man's got needs, and one of those needs is eating, friend. I ain't had myself a square meal since heading north with those fellows what moved on the brickfields. And I'm not like them. I just want to get by and earn enough coin to purchase a patch of land to call my own. If you don't help me, I'll be lucky to last the night. These goblins keep saying that they want to trade me to orcs at the Midgewater Pass. If you take me southwest to the Forsaken Inn, I'll give you some coin and a pick from the treasures I found in the ruins. We have a deal. Yeah, we do. They just respawned just a couple seconds too late. Die, yeah, that's perfect. Now, let us move on, man. The goblins bit me hard, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'll need my sword. I'm useless without one. Okay, this is another good item to have when we reach level 24. So let us move these two here, so we remember to equip that. Okay. It's not here. Let's continue, please. Oh, come on. No, Pengile, please continue. Well, yeah, it seems we're gonna take care of half the camp now. Whenever you like. Oh, come on. Hey, dude. Okay. You really don't need to fight every single guy you see, you know? But anyway. Yeah, we're just about to complete a Goblin's Lair, dude. That's cool. Oh, that's great. Now we got the title, Golden Hooer. I think I'm gonna remain with my original title, still. Oh, there's a frog. I'll kill this guy. Not that I had the chance. So we're only missing 2 more wargs, and here's one of them. Just one more tail. I'm not gonna rest in here. Let's move. Oh, come on. Come here. Come here, you sucker. And now that we're here, let's take care of this work. That's great. I think he's gonna come through here to look for his sword, so... Oh yeah, sword with that, I love it. Oh yes. Now, take your sword and let's go. 5 of 120 for the advanced deed, 5 LOTRO points. And yeah, you finally got a sword. And we got Goblin Hooer. No matter how many goblins you kill, the Lowlands just seems to become overrun with yet more of them. Yes, I know. Still unlocked the forlorn to give you what I had in my room. Okay, so it seems that was it. Perfect. And we got one wolf here, that's great too. Well, let me see. Where can we go now? And what quests are we missing? Let's open the quest block really quick. So we have the epic. Nah, that can wait. So this one is already done. Here and here. Yeah, this one is done. Blocking the pillows. Yeah. Okay. Going towards that. This is in Minas Eriol. And this is in Minas Eriol. This is in Minas Eriol. Yeah. So we only need to collect craven feathers, 4 tusk, wolf tails, orc shields. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff to do, but this is one of these quests that we can advance all simultaneously. We're gonna make our way north so we can return to some of the orc encampments we visited on the previous episode and get the shields. And we should be able to complete the rest of the items we need on the way. I seem to remember that's the case. That's great. What else? we're still missing some boars. Okay, so where to now? I think we shall continue north. Okay, so we got the leg bones and boar feet, but we're still missing one boar tusk. But we're not done with boars yet. We definitely need to find the orcs and the wolves, so that's another one too. But with this one we should complete the Raven feathers. Now what else can we go to? I think orcs should be over here. Okay, there's one wolf. But I want orcs. Where are the orcs? There's a boar over here. Hopefully this guy will have the last task we're missing, or this other one. Not task? Oh, come on. But you just want to annoy me, I know. Starting to feel personal. Ah, finally, here it is. No, we're just missing wolf tails, wolf hides, and orc shields. I'm not worrying about wolf teeth because we still need to go to Minas Eriol to get the heirlooms and the coins, so that one most likely is not gonna be ready yet. But now the orcs, where are the orcs? Don't remember. Ah, here's one. I saw you. Perfect, that's shield number 1. Now, just missing 3 more of these guys, and their camp is here. Oh! Did you know? I was able to come back to Glum Hollow anyways and get my revenge on the orcs that killed me on the previous episode. So it's all gonna be okay. And you better kill them, man. And I completed Orc Slayer too, that's great. Now, just missing the wolf hides, but I think we can do something different for that. But let us check. We have Champion of the Lowlands. Without your strength, it seems likely the Lowlands would be overrun with orcs by now. We have the Advanced Deed. That is to kill 120 and 5 LOTRO points. So let's map actually back to the Forsaken Inn, but we're not gonna turn these quests yet. Let me see how many other quests can we complete. Let's rush to Minas Eriol because, well, we need the wolf hides and the wolf tails. That's evident. But we can also collect the trade bundles and the pottery shards. Yeah, this should be enough, and I think we can complete this really quick. So what we're gonna do is go to Minas Eriol and complete all these quests. But I think we're gonna end with just the right amount of time. I mean, we might go over the 1 hour mark, or we might not. Depends on how quick we can do some of these quests. But I think I will leave the turning of all this for next episode. So we will begin next episode with a massive turning of quests and experiencing. And we'll see how close we can get to level 22, because I think we might be able to get to level 21 just by killing some mobs in here. We'll see. So here's the area I was telling you about. Here's the area where we will find the Arnorian heirlooms and coins. And there are plenty of wolves in the area too. Like this one. There's another guy here. This was another area in which you could have completed the Warg Tales quest. But there were plenty of wargs on the other camp we were in, so we were able to do that a little bit earlier than anticipated. So here we have the shards and the heirlooms and coins. All this goes down really quick. And yeah, the wolves in the area do like stealth a lot. And it's more annoying than it is a threat actually, so... What are we missing here? We're missing, well, the trade bundles that I know, some shards, heirlooms and coins, and we're still missing a few wolves. We're just missing 2 battery shards, I guess. Did you pick this up? I didn't want to pull the warg. Ah, that's great. Oh my god, the masteries, I cannot believe it, yes. Decline the spring quest. So, let's take care of this really quick. So what we got here? We got spear and spear. We got shield and shield. We got... where is it? Fist and fist. That's correct. Spear and spear, spear and shield. Over here. Spear and shield. And fist actually. Over here. Shield and spear will go here. Shield and fist will go here. Fist and spear will go here. And fist and shield will go here. And now, just gonna move this in here. Oh, great. Level 21. Ah, Jesus, I'm so happy. What we got? We got the masteries, we got 1 class trait point, and that was it. But that's more than enough to become a powerhouse now more than ever. I just want to try this out. We're just missing battle preparation now. And we're missing just 1 more wolf. Yes! God, this changes the game completely. And I'm still blown away. You can get this on level 21. You had to trade for this at level 50 before even dreaming about this. And since I have all these slots, all these quick slots mapped to different keys on the keyboard, I can do this really quick. So, oh my god. This is one of the happiest moments in the series so far. And we're only missing, as you can see, the trade bundles. We're gonna go real quick, kill some goblins and recover the trade bundles, and then back to the Forsaken Inn. But once again, we'll turn in all these quests on next episode. How many are they, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 quests. Turning them all at once is one of the best feelings in LOTRO. Not only that, but also on the task 16. Actually, we're gonna turn in 16 quests all at once. Come here. You don't stand a chance now, guys. I mean, it's extremely OP using masters when you are just using 2 icon gambits. It's amazing. Oh my god, I'm loving this so much. So much, you cannot imagine. Oh, Jesus. well, I may not have the best rotation in the world, but nonetheless I still need to relearn it and learn to optimize my mastery usage. But it's great as a warden player that you get this on level 20, because that means that you can get used to your masteries when there are still a lot of ways to go before reaching level cap. But when the warden was initially released, and then later when I started playing my warden during the Siege of Mirkwood days, you got your masteries at level 50, and that means you were almost done with your warden by that at that moment. And I mean, you grow used to the class and playing the class a certain way, and then you realize there's a whole different way of playing it, and you have to basically relearn the class when you've been playing it for months even. So it was part of the challenge of the class, and I loved that, but now that makes Warden so much easy and intuitive in a way to learn. Because now the rules are not changing suddenly when you are more than halfway through the thing. It was a total game changer back in the day. It still is, but during the level 60 and 65 days, I cannot stress how much did the game change for you after you got this. Maybe what I can start practicing now that I have masteries is interruptions. Now it's way easier to just pop in the boot if you want to interrupt someone. And it's gonna make your life a little bit easier too. So here are the last 2 trade bundles we need. So let's get this guy. Come on, come over here. Perfect. Now all we need to do is run for your life. Run back to the Forsaken Inn, basically. And not get killed in the process. So let's pop a self-heal with this guy, and let's use defensive strike, and buff ourselves. Let's use this life tap. Oh, come on! Yeah, we should be good now. And it's just a short stroll to get to the Forsaken Inn. We should be good. And just in time to call it an episode. So we're just gonna turn in the task to complete the daily limit for today, so that next episode we can do some more extra tasks. Let's do that really quick and we'll call it a wrap. gather commands. Just the task though.
It's a sorry day.
And we got the daily limit. And as I was saying, we will turn the rest of the quests on the next episode actually. And hopefully that will be enough to get us to level 22 or very close to level 22. We'll know for sure when we get there. But that's an end for today's episode. Thanks once again for sticking around and for watching Citadel Guard Adventures. And once again as well, please subscribe and leave a comment with what you like. And stay safe, take care, I will see you on the next episode. Bye bye and see you later.